Hi there. I want to teach you a really simple and really deep exercise that you can do now or whenever it's good for you, and it will help you to hold on to your clarity and motivation next time you want to be calm in the middle of conflict. Because being calm in conflict and calming what's going on between us is really hard. We're triggered all over the place, and we're in that stormy waters of fighting and of all those emotions that are going on. So we need all the clarity and all the motivation we can get so that we can stay anchored even in those really difficult moments. So the first thing to do is to know what your goal is. And this goal needs to be an overarching relationship goal. So something that's going to help you stay on track when those little goals of the moment come in, like I have to tell him how I feel, or we've got to figure this out right now, or I've got to go back to what I was doing and I don't have time for this. So all those goals can be important, but they often, if we get triggered and pushed and pulled by those, they go against these overarching, deeper goals that we have for the relationship. Things like to not do harm, or to be there for them, to be there for him, to protect the trust between us, to live up to my own standards, to be a loving partner and parent, or because it empowers me. So all these are different examples of goals that you might have in the context of one relationship or another. But I want to teach you an exercise right now that can help you go even deeper and really discover a deep purpose of yours that's connected to your wanting to stay calm during conflict and all the efforts that you are going to need to put to this. And I learned this exercise, it's called 7 times why. I learned it from Dr. Azi Jankovic, who's an educator and a coach, and she teaches people to do what they want to do and get motivated and get clear and go out and do what they want to do. So the 7 times why exercise goes like this. You start by saying what you want to do, okay? I want to be calm during conflict with my husband. And then you ask yourself why. And then you ask yourself why again, you guessed it, 7 times. And it can go really deep places. So I want to give you some examples. So let's say let's say I'm telling myself, and it's true, that I want to be calm when conflict comes up with my husband. So I ask myself, why? First answer, because I love him. Why? So here in the second why, I'm not answering why do I love him? That's another good question. But I'm answering again, why do I want to stay calm and connected to myself during conflict? Because that way I can think. Why? Again, back to the first. Sometimes it works to say it, to answer the last why, to ask why the last thing. And sometimes we go back to the first one, whatever works, okay? Why? So that I can give what I have to give. Why? Because anything else just causes deep pain to me, to him, to whoever may be around. Why? Because even though sometimes it can be difficult between us, I have a lot to give here. Why? Because if I can do this, it can be life-changing for us. And the last why, so that we can have a deeply loving relationship. So that's where I got, even though I'm replaying it for you now, that's where I got recently when I asked myself these questions, this why 7 times. Now if I ask myself this about why I want to stay calm and connected to myself during conflict with one of my children, I get to, so that she knows that she's loved, so that she knows that I'm there for her. And the final, deepest why was so that she goes out into the world knowing that she's loved, and she can take that into how she gives in the world. And when I ask myself this about conflict at work with a coworker, I get to, so that I can stay connected to my purpose today and not get thrown off track. So that's 7 times why. Know your goal, know your purpose for why you want to do this, and take that clarity with you into the next time you have conflict. See you soon.